Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Chase of Rocky Mountain. Thank you for checking in. So today we have our mountain bike helmet buyer's guide. And in today's video, there's really two main goals. The first one is just to help educate you a little bit. If you're new to mountain biking, maybe your first time shopping for a helmet, we want to help you know what are the different categories and different types of mountain bike helmets. So we'll cover that. And then while we're talking about those different categories, we'll just show you a couple different options, different price points, and just give you some good information and some good options to help you decide which helmet's going to be best for you. I do want to note though that this isn't all the helmets that we sell. If you want to see all of them, it's simple. You can just click on the link in the description, or when we're done here, just head to RockyMountainATVMC.com. But again, if you have questions or comments about anything that we talk about today, some feedback, or maybe some information that I don't really mention, leave that in the comment section below. And also too, we have product spotlights on pretty much all the mountain bike helmets that we sell. So if you see one or a couple helmets that you like and you want to learn more about it, watch the product spotlight videos, because in those, I really go into full detail and give as much good information as possible. Today is just more of a quick high-level overview of the two subjects that we want to talk about. All right, so last thing I'll mention, fit guarantee. We know fit is very important. That is why we have that, which means if you buy any helmet that we sell, if you don't like how it fits, send it back to us in brand new, unused condition, and we will give you free shipping both ways on your first exchange to make sure you do get the size and the fit that's going to be best for you. Okay, that being said, let's start out with just open face helmets. So this is what the majority of mountain bikers are going to be wearing. This is what I spend probably over 90% of my time wearing. If you're doing a lot of trail riding and occasional descents, then open face is going to be excellent. But within open face helmets, there's a pretty big price range. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you're new to mountain biking, if you're just getting into it, entry-level rider, maybe not going at those higher speeds, you're not maybe jumping or doing big descents or anything like that, you don't need to spend an arm and a leg right up front on your first helmet. There's some great options that are affordable. For example, this is the Fox Mainframe. So with this, you're going to be right around or less than $100, but it's still a great helmet. It looks good. It's got a lot of vents to do a lot of airflow going through. You've got your EPS liner, and you have the MIPS liner system, which is a great safety feature, and that stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, and it's designed to help reduce rotational forces to the rider's head and to the rider's neck. So again, if you're on a budget and new to it, something like the Mainframe in that price range is going to be a great helmet for you. Now from there, like I said, there's a lot of options in this category, and you can spend about $100 on a Mainframe to all the way up of over $200 for something like the Troy Designs A3 or the 60 ATB2. But with these, here's some of the things that you're going to notice as you work your way up in price in this category. So first and foremost, as you start to work your way up, something I like, you're going to see a lot of helmets have the Fidlock chin strap, which is just a magnetic chin strap that just makes it one-hand operation. It's just more of a convenience factor. It's not a deal breaker for me, but it is nice to have. But as you work your way up too, you're gonna notice you're gonna get a lot more safety features that are built in. With the A3, it actually has an EPS and an EPP liner. And the reason for that is that the EPP is a little bit softer, designed to absorb impacts at lower speeds. And then the EPS is there for the higher speed impacts. Plus, you have the MIPS liner system incorporated inside there as well. When you get to the 6D, very unique, very cool safety features in here. Again, you have two liners in there, EPS and EPP, but what's unique to 6D is their omnidirectional suspension. And so those two liners are separated by their isolation dampers, which move in 6 degrees of motion. That's where they get the name. And so that's going to help with those rotational forces, but also help with the linear impacts, plus a plastic skeleton, you could call it, that goes between those two liners to help them move as much as possible. So it's pretty unique what they're doing there. So again, as you work your way up to that premium price, you're going to see features like this that are starting to be built into these helmets. And another thing I do want to point out is, as you work your way up in price as well, you're going to notice that a lot of helmets will come with multiple comfort liners or different pieces of padding that you can interchange to customize and get the best fit possible. So those are a couple things you need to consider is, are you going to stay on a budget? Do you want some of those premium safety features? But again, that's going to come down to rider preference. But there's a lot of great options in this category. Now moving on from there, you have the Fox Dropframe right here. And this is a pretty unique helmet. And so I would say that this is going to be a great option for someone who looks at an open face helmet, but decides, you know what, I want just a little bit more coverage, but I don't want to go all the way up to a full face helmet. This is a great one. And style-wise, a lot of people just really like the way that the drop frame looks. So with this one from Fox, you notice that now you're getting coverage here that drops below the ears. It's going to drop down and wrap around lower on the back of the head. And with this Fox with the drop frame, kind of unique, so they have their Verzorb EPS liner, something that you're not getting in that main frame. plus the MIPS liner system, so an added increased safety feature with this as well. Now, I would say that yes, it's not gonna be as cool as an open face helmet just because you are gonna have more padding on the inside contacting your head, so it is gonna hold a little bit more heat. But again, if you want a little bit more coverage than an open face, then this would be a really good option. Now from there, you've got two options here. This is the Fox Proframe and the Leatt Enduro 4.0. And what these helmets are designed for is for a rider that wants a full face helmet. If you're gonna be doing trail riding, but you're also gonna be doing some, rougher, rowdier descents, maybe doing some bigger jumps and whatnot, and you wanna get a full face helmet, but you still want one that's gonna be cool enough that you can climb in, that's who these are for. With the Proframe, again, it's got the Verizorb EPS liner and the MIPS inside there, but you'll notice that even being full face, it's downhill certified, but it still has all the cutouts, and it's similar to an open face helmet, so it's still gonna breathe extremely well. It's not gonna be as cool, obviously, because it is a full face helmet, but this is what you're gonna see a lot of enduro riders and racers wearing is this style of helmet because they can climb and go fast and still have that full face coverage. Now with the Leatt 4.0 Enduro, pretty unique helmet. This is actually one that I own. What makes it unique is that you have a chin bar that is detachable. And so if you're looking for what I would say really the best of both worlds, if you want a helmet that can be either an open face or a full face, it'd still be downhill certified, then this would be a great option. And the way this chin bar disconnects is really simple. You just have these little tabs here on the side. You pop those loose, chin bar comes right off, so you can detach it and put it back on in just a matter of seconds. But I would say, if you like this helmet and you like the idea of being able to say, do your climbing in a half helmet, or if you're just gonna be doing a ride where you don't feel like you need that full face coverage, you can take the chin bar off. And for some riders that maybe have a pack that's large enough, you could do your climb in just the open face and then put the chin bar on there when you get to the top of the trail and you're gonna start to go down. What I have found personally for me is that I thought when I first got this helmet, I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to do all my climbing with it just an open face and then slap the chin bar on there. But then I kind of quickly realized that I ride most of the time, 1 to 2 hour rides. I just have a waist pack on. And so I don't have anywhere to put the chin bar when I'm climbing. So I kind of have to decide when I'm leaving my house, am I gonna rock open face or am I gonna go full face? But either way, it is nice still to have that versatility and have the best of both worlds there. And with Leatt, they have their multi-density EPS liner. They also have their 360 turbine technology on the inside, which is pretty cool. Again, helping with rotational and linear impacts. So be sure again to watch the product spoilers to learn more about that. But again, for climbing and downhilling, these are two great options. And then last but not least, just a full downhill helmet. If you're gonna be doing chairlift runs, if you're gonna just be doing shuttling, you don't plan to do any sort of pedaling or climbing in your helmet, then I would say, yeah, get a full face downhill helmet. This is gonna offer the most protection of all the helmets that you're gonna be able to get. This one up here, this is the 6D ATB one, and it's gonna have a lot of the same technology that we already talked about with their open face helmet, but obviously in a full face version. I would definitely not recommend trying to climb in one of these. It's gonna be really hot, but again, for just pure downhill riding, then I'll say, yeah, buy a full downhill helmet. And that's it. That is our mountain bike helmet buyer's guide. Those are the different categories, some really good options within those categories. But like I said, this is not everything that we carry. So to see the full collection or to check out these helmets, click on the link or head to RockyMountainATVMC.com. We ship for free over 75 bucks. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, so that way as we release videos like this, you'll be notified and you'll stay up to date. I'm Chase, and we'll see you on the trails.